everyone, and welcome to another Division 2 video. In this video, we're going to be talking about the builds that we used for Operation Dark Hours, primarily the Buddy and Lucy boss fight. Buddy and Lucy is, in my opinion, the second easiest fight within Dark Hours. It's mainly a coordination fight, working with your team to do damage at the proper times, so you're able to keep their health bars in sync and bring them down in order to kill them. Really, all you really need here is the one shield build we've gone over, that Jump has gone over in the Boomer fight. You just need a basic Vanguard shield build, nothing crazy, and then you need DPS all around. I would highly suggest that you run a tardy chest piece here as well, primarily for the guys over on Lucy in case they take some damage. They got some survivability from that tardy grade chest piece. But as I've said in the other videos, we've gone over damage builds. We need damage here. This is your basic damage build. We have 3 Coyotes masks. And then, we have basic DPS on the other levels. If you're not running Coyotes mask, this is the, I'll do it again. This is the build you want to run, or something like it. You can either run the Overlord here, or the Walker and Harris. I run the Walker and Harris. So you want to have as much DPS as you possible. So you have 1 tank. If you're running the healer that we've talked about, the drone killer build, which is this. Great. If you have it, use it. Fantastic. Or you can run your the Weasel build that I talked about in the last video. You can run this one as well. But this is optional. You don't need it. Okay? If you have the Vanguard tank and you have your tardy, you have enough survivability to complete this fight. This fight is all about coordination. So you have your 1 shield that Jump has gone over in the last couple videos. And then you have DPS. Primary, hopefully one with a tardigrade chest piece, and then you have 1 optional healer. So anywhere from 6 or 7 DPS and a Vanguard tank. And that's your composition. Very quick build video. Again, this is a clinic gameplay video, so the gameplay is going to be very in-depth. I'll have stuff in the chapters below so you can skip past anything you don't want to see, but I would highly suggest if you're new to Dark Hours, watch the video, get familiar, and if you have questions, put them in the comments below. I'm here to answer them. But if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more content from myself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye-bye. Raza. Yeah, cool. Great. So we'll describe Lucy first. So as far as I'm going to put you over here where R8 is. Yep, come over here. So there's 3 positions. There's one here by the H and C or HC sign. Essentially, you're going to be using this wall here and this wall and this corner essentially as cover away from Lucy. You'll start the fight by sitting here in cover in order to protect yourself from Lucy's 360 turret. So you'll start there. R8 will probably take the middle. It's R8's job to lure Lucy into, he takes that position, that's fine, into the room so you guys can do damage. And then One Shot's going to be on the right over here. So those are the 3 positions. One Shot will use that booth or any of these positions for cover. R8 will kind of be a little fluid. He'll kind of run into the room, maybe use that desk or whatever that is in there as cover. Use that thing over there as cover. But he's very fluid. It's just about staying alive, and we're using whatever cover works at that time. What happens with Lucy is she's a damage dog, so she has multiple ways to hurt you and to kill you. She has an AoE like fire effect, so if you get too close to her, she pulses out fire, and that catches you on fire. She has her 360 turret, which is a 1-shot kill, and she has a sniper shot that is also correlates with a shock. So she'll shock you, and then she'll snipe you and put you down. And then she also has proximity landmines, so she'll toss those out. those correlate with overcharge, and we'll talk about that in a second. So every time if they do go into overcharge, you'll launch the mines out, right? So what happens here is, all right, we'll bring her in the room, right? And then it's going to be Sparaza and One Shot's job to take the eye from Raider. If Raider has an eye too long, he's probably going to go down, right? So it's your job to take the eye from him. And then it's kind of like playing tennis with her eye or with her attention, right? So say Sparaza gets the attention of Lucy. It's his job essentially just to stay alive. Use your cover, go around cover, stay away from her, but, and it's R8 and One Shot's job in order to do the damage to her, okay? She'll probably start to walk towards Sparaza over here on the left, and that's totally fine. You just gotta stay alive, right? And then say One Shot gets the eye. Well, she's gonna turn around and start to walk towards One Shot. And that's when it's R8 and Sparaza's job to do the DPS, right? So if you have the attention, if you have the eye, you're not really doing much damage. Maybe
you're
a little bit.
Hiding and dancing from her.
Yeah. Exactly. You're hiding and dancing. You're just staying alive. And it's the other two's job to do the DPS. When she kneels down, you'll kind of hear a big turret sound, like a spinning up, That's when her 360 is going to come, and that's when you need to make sure that you are in cover away from her, because that will one-shot kill you. Also, say, call out when she's going to do it, so the team on Buddy knows as well. So say, spinning, or turret, or get down, or cover, or something like that, so that way the team knows that she's about to spin. There is an audio and visual cue for Buddy's side as well. We'll talk about that in a second, but the first line of defense is the team over here saying that she's going to be spinning. And essentially you just do damage with her. You keep stay alive, and keep bouncing the eye between the three of you, and just do the DPS with us, and that's kind of it. It sounds very easy, but she hits like a truck, so that's why it's important just to stay alive. Okay. But those are the three positions. You pretty much stay in your positions. Say, One Shot gets the eye, and, Sparaza's all the way on the left and can't really see her. He can move into the room a little bit. That's totally fine. To get a better angle on her or whatever, that's totally fine. But, just kind of, use your cover, play smart. Don't get too close to her. You want to stay spread apart, so that if you get the eye back, she has to walk all the way over to you. You buys yourself some time, okay? So stay in your positions, okay? The middle position is the most fluid, and that's when you're going to be, that's when you'll be kind of, the middle person kind of might spend some time with Sparaza, might spend some time with One Shot, and then might spend some time in the middle, so it's very fluid there, okay? So for Buddy is the healing dog. He's kind of a support dog. Again, so I'll probably do it, but I usually position myself on the other side of this wall, and I will use my LMG to get his attention and bring him in the room. What we essentially want is for the entire team to stack up behind this wall here. So we have 3 people literally on the wall, right? And then we have 2 people behind the desk or the checkout area with the black tusk mat that I'm shooting at right now. So you have 2 people on that wall, right? And you're constantly dropping chems for everybody. I'm also going to drop my my heal hive to help out. But you essentially kind of keep everyone. He does have things that he can hurt you with. He has new for after the update. It's kind of like a turret. He used to have a sniper shot, and now it's like a little turret that kind of does burst fire at you. So he has that. He has seeker mines. And then he has another AoE gas toxic damage, right? So if you get too close to him, he'll pulse that out, kicks you out of cover, and does some damage to you. But his primary function is to heal. So that's why we need to keep them separate, so he doesn't heal Lucy. He's only healing himself, and that's why we have 5 people on this side, because we need the extra DPS to mitigate and to keep that heal in check. So he goes through it, and it's routine. It's kind of a rinse and repeat for him. So once we get him in the room, what's going to happen is he's going to try to heal. We're going to check that heal with DPS. He's then going to kind of walk around the room a little bit. He'll try to shoot at somebody. If somebody gets too close to somebody, he's gonna pulse out, right? But then he's gonna squat down or squat down a little bit, and at that time, that's our visual cue for when Lucy is going to turret. So they're gonna say turret or get down or something like that, cover, right? But it's also our visual cue when he squats. That's how we know she's about to turret. All right. When he squats, he sends out seeker mines. These seeker mines aren't necessarily designed to kill you, even though if you're really low, they will. But they're mainly designed to kick you out of cover so that Lucy's 360 kills you. Okay. So that's why we all stack up behind this wall, and we keep Buddy behind this wall so that this wall protects us, because she can't shoot through walls in a perfect world. Sometimes it's questionable, but you can't shoot through a wall. So that's why we all stack up behind that wall to stay safe from Lucy's turret. So he then stands back up. He'll try to heal again almost immediately. The further you get him down, the more quickly he jumps into that heal. We have to mitigate that heal with DPS again. He'll then go, walk around the room trying to hurt us all again, right? And then he tries to heal again, and then it's a repeat. He squats, seeker mines, etc., right? So it's all repeat. So that's how it goes, right? This is a teamwork fight. The DPS is always there. You have 6.5 minutes to complete this fight, but it does not take 6.5 minutes with the DPS we have. What the main reason for failure is an overcharge. And what that means is if you look at the top of your screen, and there's 2 health bars for Buddy, one for Buddy and one for Lucy, and they will have a white shaded area. We have to kill them in unison, and that white shaded area tells us where we have to keep their health, right? So both Buddy and Lucy's health have to remain within that white shaded area. If one of them gets out of that shaded area, they go into an overcharge. They both try to sprint into the middle, and Lucy will try to turret, and Buddy's going to heal them all the way up. If that happens and we can't save it, which means just doing enough DPS to get them back in check, that's a wipe almost every time. Okay, so it's very important that we work together as a team and watch those health bars. And if we're getting too ahead on Buddy, because obviously we have more people, we don't shoot Buddy. Or say Lucy's ahead of us because he just tried to heal, right? And we're still trying to mitigate that heal, and Lucy's getting further down. Lucy has to stop shooting so that it doesn't get out of sync, right? So we're going to be making calls as well to shoot Buddy and to stop Buddy, but it's very important that you guys follow along at the top of the screen and watch those health bars. It's going to help you be more reactive, and you're not waiting for us to say stop. Remember, we're also watching those health bars. We're also trying to shoot. We're also trying to stay alive. So sometimes, if I have the eye and I'm trying to dance around a little bit and try to get out of cover and try to stay away from him, my attention isn't on the health bars. It's on trying to survive, right? Because I don't have a hive. So it's important that everyone follows along. So how this fight's going to go, right? So we're going to hit the button up there where the marker is. That'll activate the fight. The 5 people on Buddy will all run into the room. They'll take up position. Remember, 3 people on the wall, 2 people behind the desk. I'm going to take, so 2 people on the wall, 2 people on the desk. So I'm going to take a position on this wall. The 2 dogs will run out into the middle. Lucy will turret. She does 2 revolutions with her turret. As soon as those revolutions are done, myself and R8 will start shooting our respective dogs to get their attention and bring them into our rooms. Once they're in the rooms, the DPS can start, and we have to start watching those health bars. And it goes through the routine. Just listen for the call-outs, watch those health bars, and this fight is relatively easy as long as we're paying attention. Any questions?
No.
If you have an LMG, it's a better an assault rifle. That's a better weapon to use in this fight than your M1A. No questions? Anything I forgot, guys?
Nope.
Great. Alright, let's take up positions. I'll go hit the button. Remember, everyone on Buddy's going to run in through that gate where Loco is, and you're going to run in and take up position, okay? You can follow Jump. He can show you where to go. For the wall, TJ usually goes behind the desk, so 1 follow TJ, 1 follow jump, and we'll get started. All right. 3, 2, 1, right, go.
Autonomous security systems activating.
You're running over here on Buddy. A good thing to do before it kicks off is to jump up on this little thing right here and knock these down. Yeah, and I just missed it.
I got that down. Perfect. And Dan, don't worry about bumping me out of cover.
Loco.
Come on. Where are you going, dude? Come on, buddy. Let's go.
And I'll...
Sir, we can start shooting, buddy.
Turret.
Get down. Take cover.
Down. Yep, just stay where you are, Dan. You're in a perfect spot, bud. Unless you hear the calls that they're out of the room, that's when...
Shoot, buddy.
Ah!
Shooting him.
Bleed me out.
Stop. Get down.
Turret.
Go.
Kill it. Did she get you? Oh, that was close, Raider.
Shoot him. And mitigate that heal. Stop. Shoot him. Stop. Shoot him.
Turret.
Stop.
Oops, sorry.
Beast.
Get ready.
System activated.
Shoot him.
Good.
Stop.
Easy. Yep. Good job,
Sorry, my
Lucy
last
side.
shot
Shoot
was
him.
so
Stop.
No.
Alright, now kill him. Everything we have.
Burn him. No, I don't.
Okay,
Yeah, we got wasted over here. By Lucy.
Everything we got. There we go. Nicely done.
Job.
Nicely done. Alright, so
Nice
now
shot,
we're just
Dan.
gonna
Sorry if I was
go
in
and
your way,
help
buddy.
kill Lucy.
Who is not going to be happy. Down. Ooh, nice kill.
Good job.
Yep.
Nicely done.
Nice, in one go.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
Raza, you usually, somebody always dies on Lucy. That's it. That's just...